Righty, we continue on. I mapped out the aux connector on the main board for Snow King. There's a connector up in the corner of the main board that goes through a 16-pin loom to the soundboard. I've just started mapping out. I mapped it out to relevant power pins and resistors, and I'll draw a rough schematic of it later, but I hooked up a logic probe to my main board. It's actually quite easy to do. They left the capacitor legs fairly long around about the power supply section. Hooked up a logic probe, and every line connected to a resistor is pulsing. So there's information being sent out from the main board to the soundboard. So I got to look at the soundboard, and yeah, the ROM sockets are absolutely trashed. They are absolutely trashed. They're gone. The top socket's absolutely mush. Bottom socket, that's not too good either. Oh, I'm hoping the chip that's in the bottom socket is okay, because it's a Matronics chip. It's an MX23C21. This is a mask ROM. It's a special type programmable ROM where you have program code in it, but it's also got its own code within it. That's what you call the mask. It's preloaded with code, and then you write code to suit it. I think. I'm not too clued up in mask ROMs. I'm certainly no expert on them, so somebody will know better than me. But it's nothing I can read, dump or modify, so if that's gone, then this thing will be mute. However, the chip that belongs in there is a 27C040. It's a one-time programmable one, but I should be able to read this one out. So my plan tonight is change that socket. Now, this isn't a new socket, but it's better than what's in there just now. It certainly will have better connectivity than what's in there just now. And I'll check that. I'll buzz it all out once I remove this socket. I'm going to put pin strips, I think, in for this bottom socket. But I'm hoping maybe I can just clean that up. We'll see what happens. The plan for the minute is to desolder this, buzz out the traces, make sure everything's alright, because the fault's definitely on this board. It could be one of three things. It could simply be these sockets. It could be there's a processor or RAM fault, or the power supply might be dead. This is the power supply up here, that little regulator. That I could probably change. CPU and RAM, maybe. Do I get a hold of a hot air station? If anybody's getting rid of one, let me know. Plug. Nah, just kidding. But yeah, I'm going to get on with removing this socket and see what the deal is underneath. Now you have to be super careful with this. The pitch is so fine. Look at how small those solder pads are. You have to be ultra careful. I think I need to do some more work desoldering that one as well. I'm dreading desoldering that one because, yeah, you can see how, you can see that one. This one this one I think I'm going to have a go at. Right, so we'll go on with it. Right, socket's on. Just need to clean it up. No trace damage underneath. A little bit burnt the board a little bit there. The amount of heat to get through that, to heat up that ground plane enough to desolder the end of that socket. Oh, there, maxed out at 450. Still couldn't desolder it. Ended up having to heat the pin and push it through. My God. Well, I'll clean that up with some IPA and it should be fine. I think, looking at it, keep losing the focus here, hold on. Yeah, looking at it, I think all the traces are there, still there. Give it a wee clean with some IPA. And then we'll start on this one. I'm going to try something. I've just cleaned that socket up a bit. And I've cleaned the legs on the Matronic strip really well. They're nice and shiny now. They should all make good contact. Yeah, spider's nest under that chip, but never mind. Focus is terrible here, isn't it? I'll clean the underside of that as well. Clean a wee bit of alcohol. Sorry about the focus, gents. Yeah. Same here. Clean the legs up nice. I'll clean the underside. I'm going to read this and make sure there's something in it, because if there's no data in this, then again it's game over for the sound anyway. I can play the game without sound, but I'd like to see it working. Right. So, excuse me a moment. I think I just screwed that up. I don't think you can program this way anyway. Yeah, verified, okay. Yep, it's okay. Right. I pressed the wrong button there a minute, but that's alright. Okay. Excuse me. That's better. That chip reads in fine. But just to be on the safe side, I copied it. Because it's a rather sorry looking 4001, but it should be alright. There's definitely data on the chip. There's the buffer. It's hard. Yep, chip's definitely got data on it. Don't see any anomalies. Yeah, I think it's alright. So, that ROM there, that's a program code for the soundboard. So I've got a nice backup of it. But I think the way it works is the MX chip. The MX ROM appears to be responsible for the sounds. And this is being driven directly by a Hitachi H8. So I think this will more be responsible for the lamp tables and stuff. But we'll see. It could be that the processor's running the lamps and the sound. This is the program to run the whole show. And then the mask ROM contains the code for the sound effects and stuff. I don't know. Like I said, I'm learning as I go with this Pachislo thing. But what I do know is the legs on that were absolutely horrific. They've cleaned up really nice. And I've given the board a very good clean as well. You want to see the state of the the Q-tips I used for it, the cotton buds, they came out absolutely black. The board actually had a short on 2 lines. And I don't know if you remember that spider that I found. I think it was the spider leg or remnants of the spider leg that was short on it, because after clearing the whole thing with alcohol, the short's gone. So there's the board. New socket in. Just waiting for it to dry a bit more. It's all cleaned up with alcohol. Focus. Check those traces going along there. They're still there. They're okay. Maybe give it another wee quick clean up on the back side of it, but yeah, burnt the board a wee bit, try to get that ground pin out. That was horrific. Well, I think I'll be alright. Like I said, the thing was absolutely manky. Well, it's cleaned up really well on that Matronics chip. I haven't changed that socket as yet for that Matronics chip. We'll see how we get on with that. I think I'll be alright. So, I'll try it with the copied ROM first, and then see what results I get, and then I'll try it with the AT ROM, see what results I get. But this may be doing more than it did now, because those 2 pins there were dead shorted, and that was, there's no way they can be, because the vias are here, there and there. If you look at the back side of the board, sorry about the focus here, there's those 2 pins there, and they just go like that. Yeah, I must check that a bit more. Yeah. Okay, so that's where I am so far. We'll see what happens. Just spied that thing while I was looking over the board just now. It's a 5V supercapacitor, C39. That is the memory retention capacitor for the game. So I've ordered a new one of them, and I'll swap that in as soon as I get it. But in the meantime, I'm going to try this thing. I'm still on this, it's still not working, but if I have a look at some of the signals here, sort of looks like we're kind of resetting. Yeah, we're resetting. That's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That looks like junk. 23, 24. Yeah, we're resetting. I think we're resetting. But I noticed on some of these data lines, it's hard to see, but you see the ramps. Some not right there. Now look at that one. They're just cycling, there's no changes, there's no rapid changes in the signal. They're just cycling. especially that one.
It's just the beginning. Action aimed at there to ensure they grow up safe, happy, and protected.
I'm going to try some. I'm going to try taking this ram off and see if I've got a replacement for it. Right, so I skipped ahead a wee bit. I've put a new ram in. It finally turned up. Not got the solder braid yet, but what I did was I just very carefully dragged across the pads with a clean soldering iron, and it spread them out enough the thing. So I looked at it on the scope and the signals looked a bit different. Still got that weird signal on the enable, but we'll see what would happen. Right, here we go. Now something's different here because that's off and that's on. I wonder if it's still crashed. I think it's jamming the light on now. Hold on. Hey! Something happened different here. Never saw that one before. Hey, oh, turn it off, quick. Let's get it in service mode. No. Some Chinese thing, maybe? And off. I think it's alive. I think it's alive. Hold on. Yay! She works. She bloody works. This is murder to do with the door open. You have to bear with me 1 minute. Oh, she's alive. And she sounds good. I've just got to finish reassembling it now. I've got to put I need to put that safety cover back on, which means I have to disconnect all these cables again. But she works. And she's good. So it's been that RAM and those sockets all along. Yeah, I know the sound ROM looks ugly, but the pins kept crumbling, as I said before, so I soldered them all into a socket and then put the socket into another socket. First attempt at drag soldering is a success then. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, so I'm going to go reassemble all this. And then I'll make a video with the door closed, hopefully. To be continued. Ooh, lights have just gone off. Oh no, it's meant to do that. Look at the wee graphic running about. The wee Snow King. Oh, beautiful. Well happy with that, considering the thing arrived here totally dead. I think that's a save. I've still got some terrifying work to do on it though. I've got to fix the corrosion on that real board or it'll die another way. And there's maybe some corrosion to fix up there still. Maybe I have to take that out and vinegar treat it. I don't know. But all good for the minute. There we go. She's all back in her box. And she's working. She looks nice. I'm definitely going to call that one a save. And it just goes to show you that you can repair just about anything if you put your mind to it. I certainly impressed myself with this one. Okay. Bye bye for now. Oh, if you like my videos, comment, feel free to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I'll do videos when I can. Oh god, you can smell the dust burning off that thing. Mind you, it's the first time I've had any sound put through it for a while. I'll keep an eye on that. Yeah, I've quite enjoyed this one. And I'm going to enjoy continuing on with the repairs of it. Especially enjoyed doing the surface mount soldering, even though it was a pain in the arse, but hey ho, it's done now. Alright, bye bye.